3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show. Today is Thursday. My name is Mac.
And I'm Ree.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show every Thursday. This is also your $1 Million Listing Review Show every Thursday. And this is another week that we're not live. We've been talking about going live. And I think next week is the week. Last week I said it could be 2 weeks. So deadline is next week. So that means we have to go live. What do you think?
I think it'll be great. I think it'll be fun.
We got to work out the technicalities. We'll have to do a test show early next week. And then next, I guess, Wednesday night, we'll be live after $1 Million Listing airs on the East Coast. And David Parnes, right? I think that's his name. Yeah, it is his name, not think. I know that now. We're buddies on Twitter. And he saw the show I tweeted out. We were on set filming, and he favorited. So he's ready. He wants to see a Me and Ree. And he loves the show, it seems like. He's tweeted and said he's enjoyed it in the past. So if he's listening,
good.
Hello, David.
Good.
So we're going to give our opinions on $1 Million Listing. I think it was a good episode last night. And I think there's a lot to talk about. You can follow us at the Mac Media Show. We live tweeted last night. Got to talk with a whole bunch of nice people on Twitter. It's a good... Everybody watching this show is really nice. You know, you'd be surprised. Twitter's a nasty place sometimes, but yeah, this community is really nice, and our community on Twitter is nice too. So it kind of works out. It's nice and it's a fun thing. Ree, you need to get on Twitter.
Yeah, maybe I will soon. I'm not right now, but maybe I will.
Well, it's fun, and I live tweeted and talked to a bunch of people, and we got opinions. And last night I think was a good episode, which will make our Me and Ree show really good today. And let's see, we saw Josh Flagg, Josh Altman, and the two, I almost said brothers, but they're not. I saw somebody tweet that last night. Somebody thought they were brothers, David and James, and they're actually just really good friends. But we saw the English come out of David and James this week, really using their heritage. In their open houses, they for the first week we saw them break out crumpets.
Yeah, but then they showed us what they were.
Looks like a glorified bagel to me.
They were Thomas's bagels, yeah.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah, and he kept calling them crumpets, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
We see the box. Did you not know it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I know what he's saying. It made it fun.
Yeah, it's a little environmental thing, and they were selling a house this week that was they tried to list it at 2.6. It ended up selling for 2.2, but it's a strange house. It was more of a LA type environment house where focused on meditation and a nice backyard to do yoga and the whole LA thing. So it was an LA property. In other words, it's not one that is suited to somebody. It's your regular thing, and it was on the east side of Venice Beach.
Yeah, I believe so.
What is that? East of Lincoln? Is that what
East of Lincoln? Yeah, they're trying to get into that Venice Beach market.
Yeah. So it was on the wrong side of Lincoln, and it has some cons. It's not on the beach.
And that doesn't mean a bad side of town. That just meant it's not on the beach.
Not on the beach, right? Yeah. Some people could take it that way.
Yeah, I know.
And Ryan Serhant returns to L.A. I think he made the show last night. I thought I think he's the man.
Funny.
I'm gonna tell you, that little negotiation that Josh Flagg had with Ryan last night was.
Yeah, that was good.
I think that may have been my favorite thing I've ever seen in L.A. And you can give your opinion on that too, but I think Josh really stuck it to Ryan Serhant, and what was his name? Sam. Yeah, so it was really good. And what do you think, Ree? What was your favorite part of last night's episode?
I seem to like a little bit of the Altman brothers.
Okay.
I like their negotiating together because it is kind of tricky. Because they're both in the same company. Yeah. And they are representing two different people. So one's really got to look out for the seller, one's got to really look out for the buyer, which was interesting to me to watch the negotiating between them. And then the blames, you're trying to outdo me, because I'm your brother, blah, blah, blah.
That got a little heated.
Yeah, and it, it's not going to be, I don't know, they may have more clients along those lines, split like that.
Maybe.
But then ultimately, in the back of their minds, they both know the money's coming into their firm. So, when it's all said and done. But it was kind of interesting watching that.
I think that's kind of what Matt hinted towards with Josh last night. He looked at Josh and he said, "What are you doing? Why are you even? I know you can get it at 9.5. It goes to us. What are you doing this for and causing these problems?" And Josh admitted to, it was his ego that wanted to beat Matt, you know. And I don't know if I like that. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean,
it'd be rare if they do that too often. It shouldn't be where they're split that much. But I think that on the one hand, you know, you gotta give it to Josh, because the more money he makes on this property, you know, the more comes into their firm. And the same goes for, you got to hit that happy medium where Matt's not losing his prospect. But I was kind of shocked that Sam came in. That Sam, you know, looked like he worked for Las Vegas, somewhere out in Las Vegas. He made an offer at $9 million instead of $11 because he was so definite last week. He said, "I want this property," not hinting that he's going to take less. But to hold it off the market for 2 or 3 days and then go, you know, 2 below was kind of, I didn't agree with that either. So Josh was right to me to keep showing it.
Yeah, the whole time I'm thinking, what's the client's name?
Sam.
Right. Yeah. The whole time I'm thinking that he's dealing drugs.
He's odd kind of character.
What a strange guy.
Odd character. But anyway,
he's got the money.
Yeah, and I think they eventually came to an agreement, didn't they? What was the price?
Yeah, I think they had 9.9. 9.9.
9.9. That's right. That's right. So that's pretty good deal if we got there.
Good deal. We saw the fog glass, which I'm a huge fan of. By the way, I've seen it.
Yeah, what was that?
I've seen that a couple times now. Instead of blinds, they have that now. And
is that it?
Yeah, it's built into the glass.
I saw him clap his hands and it fogged up.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know what that was.
I've seen that more and more lately.
Oh, so the glass itself how do you get it to clear up?
Well, you unclap your hands. You
unclap them? How do you unclap them? Like a seal, you know? So if you clap again, it's like the lamp. Clap on, clap off. The clapper. Is that what it is?
I'll remind you to never do that again. Please don't do that ever again.
You know, hadn't you seen those ads where you get in the bed and they clap their hands and the lights go off?
Don't take me back to my glory years of kindergarten.
Oh, anyway, that's funny.
Yeah, it was cool. I like the glass.
That is neat. I wondered what that was. I wasn't sure what was going on in there.
Yeah, well.
I thought maybe Matt was guessing them all. I wasn't sure what was going on. I've never seen that glass, so that's kind of interesting. Wow, I have to go back and look at that again.
Yeah, guys, that's funny. I didn't think about that.
That's pretty awesome.
Gas chamber in there.
Yeah, it looked like, I thought, gosh, what's happening in there, you know, and they didn't explain it.
It dropped the altitude, huh?
Yeah, it disappeared.
Yeah, increased, yeah.
Oh, man.
So anyways, that was cool. We saw that, and of course that got everybody on Twitter talking, and everybody loved that on Twitter. By the way, just to give you some insight of what everybody else is thinking, you'll find this interesting. Nobody likes Altman or Matt, and they think that Bravo is giving them too much time in the episode. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter like 10 times last night.
Really?
Yeah, and everybody thinks they're saying I'm tired of watching them. They're giving them too much time. Altman's like half the show, and
I don't see that because David and James do a lot.
I think
now Josh Flagg's a little reserved, a little bit more.
See, that's the problem, is that everybody loves Josh Flagg.
Well, that's okay, but there'll be episodes where he has more and Josh has more. You know, I think it will split it up like that.
Sure.
You know.
So that was the consensus, which I didn't find a problem.
I don't either.
This wedding stuff's kind of boring.
It is boring.
I don't care about that. I'd like to see Heather more into the show like she was before.
Me too. I wish she was involved in the realty part.
I'd like to see her
if she is, I wish they would let us know it.
Yeah, I'd like to see her showing houses and...
Yeah, I'd rather see that.
Seems like we saw some of that before.
Well, the wedding could be kind of a, off to the side.
Didn't they show that in previous seasons? Hasn't she been on the show selling houses?
Oh, she was until she, they did the Altman brothers, and then...
I hate to say it, but I miss Heather.
Well, I wish she was a little more in her own independence. I think she sits around and waits on Matt and Josh to tell her what to do.
I'm going to tell you.
I don't care for that, and I don't think she's liking it either,
I
honestly.
don't like it, and I think she's going to get tired of it. Legitimately, not just for the show. I think she really is.
I wouldn't want to marry the brothers either.
Well, they're kind of running all over, and she wants to be an equal, and they don't see her as equal, and I don't think they ever will.
I don't think they will either.
And that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I may have to handle things differently.
Herself from their Altman brothers and go somewhere else.
Yeah, and talking about the wedding, they're not even getting anywhere with it, so, know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But it was interesting watching David and James on this episode go out to Venice Beach and get that new listing. I like seeing them moving out of the Hollywood Hills area.
Yeah, They did, yeah. They're trying to expand in territory.
Yeah, I like that.
They did one thing that a lot of people do, and that's overprice a property. But they corrected their mistake.
You did
very quickly, because I heard him say something that the property hadn't been on the market for more than a couple weeks.
Right.
When they reduced the price, so correcting that early and not letting it sit for 5 months. Mm-hmm. And it blows my mind that people do that let a property sit stale for 5 months. I guess it depends on the region too, but they did. They corrected it quick, and I think that was a good thing. And it's always tough. I noted this on Twitter too. It's always tough when you have to call your client and tell them that we've got to reduce the price $300,000.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, well, you told me in confidence that we could get $2.6. That's not an easy call to make.
No, it's not.
And you could tell that David and James didn't enjoy doing that, but they did the best they could with that, and it worked out well.
But I was really surprised at what happened there when she comes to the table and. They've got these offers and they got more than, which is what they said they could do, is get more. They would get a bidding war going, get more for the property than they had it listed for.
Which worked.
Yeah, and then I don't understand what kind of time passed in there. It may have been 6 months and we don't know it, but it sure seemed like, he said it had only been on the market, a couple of weeks. But then all of a sudden she decides she's going to marry this guy and he's moving in with her. That was just kind of weird to me, because they had even talked to her about changing the price, and she didn't mention any of that. So you can't tell me overnight this guy decides to move in with her.
Right.
That was kind of weird to me, and I'm gonna tell you something. I got a bad feeling about that little couple right there. He looked like he was using her.
Oh.
And I'm sorry. That's kind of the way I looked at it. He said, "Well, I'm moving in with her."
A little instinct.
I don't know. She looked like she was being used to me. That's just my little dig in there. My little what I saw.
Well, it's not a dig. It's an opinion.
Well, it's. There's something not right there. I'm telling you.
It didn't even cross my mind to even think about those.
It was
two.
odd.
I can't believe that's what you're thinking about.
Well, it was kind of odd because it happened so fast, and she put them through 2 open houses, dropping the price, everything, and then this guy just all of a sudden comes up and is moving in. I mean, that's just kind of weird. You would have had somebody around for a while.
Where did she? How recently?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Like, did they just meet?
Well, it's just kind of quick, because if she had known in the back of her mind she and this guy were dating and they were thinking about moving in together or whatever, she would have never pushed David and James to put this thing on the market.
Well, maybe it was unexpected.
I just think when it's unexpected like that, there's something wrong. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, you just don't decide overnight that some guy's going to move in with you. And he looked like he was just full of himself.
Well, they're getting married. They're not moving.
Well, I know, but I don't know. She just looked like she was being used. I'm sorry. She just did. That's just my opinion, and I'm a girl and I see some of that. So, anyway, that's the way it looked to me. She looked like she was kind of, but I thought that was rude the way it was handled. Because
I don't agree or disagree with you on that. I mean, I don't think it's super strange, though. I mean, the guy shocks her with a proposal, and then she says, "Oh, wow, I didn't expect it that fast, but I'm fine with it. Let's get married, and now we're going to move in together." So they need a place to live, and that's my opinion.
I don't know. See, I think if I had been dating somebody long enough that I thought I might live with them or get married or whatever, I would say, I'm thinking about putting this house on the market. What do you think? I would have not handled it that way. But that's okay. Everybody's different. But I wouldn't have handled it that way. But anyway.
You're a shark, though.
No, it's just, And then we saw Miss Edith again, which I was so glad to see her again.
Edith is the best.
I know. I'm going to miss Miss Edith.
Yeah.
But
she's a woman in control of her sex life.
Yeah. She wants to be in control. Wants to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it.
She's a tough woman.
Yeah, she was tough.
She was
cute, though. Cute. But it was good to see her again.
Yeah.
And
so we talked about the Altman situation and what happened with them.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about almost said brothers again, David and James.
Yeah.
Their listing on by east of Lincoln,
mm-hmm.
in Venice Beach. Now we need to talk about Josh Flagg and his deal with Ryan Serhant and Sam.
That's funny.
And we're going to do that right after the break. This is the Mac Media Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It is free. And don't forget to like the video. Visit themacmediashow.com. Check out the schedule. Visit the swag shop. Become a guest on the show or submit a question. Do it all on the MacMediaShow.com. Welcome back to the Me and Re-Review Show every Thursday. We're going to talk about, now, Josh Flagg and Ryan Serhant. He's from... Ryan Serhant, if you don't know, I'm sure you know. Everybody knows who Ryan is. Everybody loves Ryan. And that was just the consensus of everything. I mean, Twitter exploded last night when Ryan was on TV. And he flew from New York to L.A. to look at this one property. He probably looked at a bunch of properties because it sounded like that his client was buying a whole bunch of new construction just to turn it and make a profit. Am I wrong on that?
No, I think that's...
I think that's what...
Well, I don't know. I think he was planning to build on it.
He had bought like 3 or 4 or 5 more properties and had overpaid for them. So the guy's an investor. He's not... I mean, did you get that feeling?
Well, I figured that he was going to build on it and then try to make a profit.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant just turn it like Josh did. No, in the shape it was in.
No, I'm sure he's going to develop the property and go ahead and finish it out and then sell it.
Well, Josh Flagg had a trump card where the property was very slim in that area. Yeah. That they called the bird streets.
Right.
It was very slim. So he had the upper hand there, and Serhant knew it.
So let's explain for people that maybe didn't see it. Josh Flagg and his partner bought a lot. Is that right?
It was called Marchita. It was a house.
That
had been gutted for some reason.
Okay, so an old house had they started construction on it?
No, they had just gotten some of the permits. They had done some of the the government kind of stuff.
So it's a tear down. They bought the tear down.
Right, they were going to redo the whole thing.
And they were going to redo it originally, and then they decided that they can just resell it for more. Is that right?
Well, it made sense because at the beginning of the show, I thought this was interesting that Josh Flagg is talking to the other investor and Colton, his partner.
Right.
They had all gone in together to buy this. And he had said, we could sit on this property and we could go ahead and build on it, which is going to be a big hassle. And we might put a $5 or $6 million place on here. And then we have to turn and sell it, and all that kind of stuff. And he said, we're not going to make a whole lot more money than we're going to make now if without having to do a thing. We just bought the lot, turn it, we make $2.5 million, we didn't do anything.
Right.
And so, to me, that made better sense because it depends, and going to another project. I think he may end up making more money doing it this way than he would down the road, which I think is what he was seeing.
Yeah.
Plus the hassle,
Sure. Yeah.
And
I'm going to make $2 million now and $2 million later. Let's go ahead and make it now.
Exactly. So I thought that was a good idea. I thought that was smart not to have to get into all the...
Sure.
Decisions and the money and all that.
What I don't understand is he bought it, didn't do anything to it, and sold it for $2 million more.
Well, he saw how it was going up. That's what he said. It won't go up this much anymore.
So the thing is, I guess, how long had he held the property?
He
must have held it a couple years.
No, wasn't that long. No.
Well, how does it go up in $2 million in value?
Well, it was because Colton asked him that. He said, "There's no way that we can." Get that kind of money on it this quick. We haven't held it very long. So they didn't say how long, but he said, yeah, but you don't understand, this property there's not much there, and it's going up very fast.
Availability.
Yeah.
Right.
And he said, I can make more really now because there's nothing here and people want it to build a $6 million house on or whatever. And let's go ahead and make our profit now and don't worry about it.
Josh must have gotten an extremely amazing deal at the time.
That's pretty darn good. And I think they probably have not held the property that long. Probably maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion. He didn't say that, but for 6 months of making that kind of money, shoot, I'd sell it too.
Well, I agree. I just think it was a great decision for him to go ahead and do that instead of, why go ahead and build it if you're just trying to make the same amount of money?
Right.
So, good decision. I thought that was really cool. And so, anyways, the way they negotiated it was my favorite part of the show. Let's talk about that.
It was good.
Yeah, so Ryan and Sam come to the restaurant with Josh, and Josh shows up, And Josh has got this attitude as if I don't have to sell this thing. I can find somebody else.
Yeah, he knows he can. He can.
Yeah, because of inventory.
Yeah.
And so he's playing, if you don't, it's not worth, they say it's not worth 4.5. He says, well, don't buy it then. So I love that attitude. And I think that's a great way to negotiate a price. When really you have it's almost like a monopoly. And well, I mean, it's different from a monopoly, but when there's no inventory, you can make the rules yourself.
You can.
And so for Ryan and Sam to think that he's going to wiggle on the price more than $200,000, it would be stupid for them to think that. And I think that's why. Remember, you notice. I'll go back a little bit. When they came to see the property, they said that they'd offer $3.5 million, and then the next day they actually wrote an offer for $4 million. So you see, they really wanted the property and when they were at the property showing it, they didn't act like they even cared about the property. Mm-hmm. They said, "All right, let's go. We got to move on. We got a million other ones to see, or whatever." Mm-hmm. So it's funny to see their tactic going into the property as if we don't care, and then the next day they write $4 million. And Josh said that's $500,000 over what they said they were going to write.
See, I figured they were right after that hit commercial. I said they're going to make an offer.
Yeah, sure.
I knew it.
Yeah, you did.
Because I knew they were wanting to get the property.
Yeah, and so they did that and ended up going to negotiate, and they negotiated back and forth, and Josh came down $100,000. They came up $100,000, and what happened? I think Ryan. It was hilarious. I don't want to get it wrong because it was so funny, but they agree on $4,350, and
was it $4,350?
Yeah, it was $4,350, and Ryan gets out a menu from the restaurant, and he starts writing on the back of a restaurant menu a contract. Because,
yeah.
And I don't know why they didn't have a contract there. It seems like Josh would have brought a contract or something. But he wrote up a contract on the back of a menu, had Josh sign it, and that was it. Mm-hmm. They agreed on $4,350, mm-hmm. and as soon as they signed it and gave it back and shook hands, Josh said would have sold it for $3,738 and walked out.
Yeah, that was pretty
good.
And
Ryan and Sam were sitting there almost. I'm sure they wanted to puke, thinking, "I can't believe this guy just screwed us."
Yeah.
Because even at $3.7, he would have made an incredible profit.
Oh yeah, he did good on that.
He bought it for $2 million roughly.
Yeah.
And sold it for 4.3. Taking $3,738 was certainly possible for him. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was funny, man. He shoved it right in their face, and
that reminded me of in New York when Ryan got it from I can't think of his name. Who's the other one?
Frederick.
Uh-huh. That time when he was holding all the apartments,
right?
And he messed him up there. That was wrong what he did there. But it reminded me of that a little bit.
Same way, yeah. Ryan,
a little bit.
Ryan, that's 2 times he's been screwed.
Yeah, bless his heart. Yeah. Well, this is not really screwed because this is what it is. But
I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, good. Kudos to Josh Flagg. I mean, he knows what he's doing. People can say he's got a family that put him in business and whatever. He doesn't have to work, and he's on a permanent vacation. I remember when Josh Altman said that.
Yeah.
But he does. He's done a good job, and it seems like he's well respected by realtors in L.A.
Everybody has a different style.
You'll be interesting to hear this is that there are a lot of realtors in L.A. that watch the show. Obviously, I mean that's not surprising, but they're on Twitter and they're talking about it. And a lot of these people on Twitter talking about the show and talking about Josh and everybody else, they go to these open houses and they see Josh Flagg.
Oh, really?
And they talk to him and everything else. So,
oh wow,
a lot of them are tweeting, I'm going to be on camera in 30 seconds or whatever. You'll see me look in the background and I'm standing there.
Oh, nice.
Whatever. So they give you a good insight as to what's really going on.
Huh.
And a lot of it's real. I mean, it just is. And, I just find it interesting that in these discussions, a lot of the community that watch this show, a lot of the viewers are people that are actually working in their markets and know who they are personally. So it was really cool. You get I guess my point is that you get better insight as to the reputations of the realtors on the show. Mm-hmm. And Josh has a good one. Everybody appreciates and respects Josh Flagg. Seems like he's been around for a long time. I think he's probably the most established in LA. Opposed to Josh Altman and the David and James. So it was interesting to see that. I was surprised because I think Josh Flagg, I would have thought that he gets some disrespect for somebody may discredit him as not working as hard or not having to hustle as hard as somebody else, and it's not that way. So I was shocked to hear that. It's not that way at all. And anyways, I wanted to share that with you because I know you're not on Twitter, which you should be, but
yeah, I may have to get on there. That's interesting.
Anyways, it was a lot of fun, and we meet a lot of people, get a lot of followers, and it's just fun to talk to everybody. And this is a better part here that we're able to share our opinions with you in depth, and I'm excited to. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and say next week. I guess we're gonna try and go live before the finale of this season because we don't, we want to be able to do these shows live and have people call in right after the show. All those from Twitter can actually call in or write in or whatever and talk to us in real time live after the show, and I think that would be a much better experience for everyone because who wants to listen to a show like this the day after? A lot of people do. You'd be surprised, but we want to do it live, so hopefully next week we'll have it live. And are we missing anything? Have we touched on everything?
I think we did.
It was a really good episode. Do you want to rate it on a scale of 10? We didn't plan
I'd say it was 8 or 9. It was really good.
Yeah, okay.
I did. I liked it. I liked the negotiation between the Altman brothers. I liked the negotiation between Flagg and Serhant and all them. I liked that. There was a lot of negotiation in this one, and I liked the way I got to see David and James going out to Venice Beach, acquiring some of those properties, even though it didn't work out. It was fun to me. There was more going on to me in this episode than in the past one, or at least last week. Is this the 5th episode?
This is the 5th episode.
Okay, so we've got 8?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be good to try to go live next week.
So, 2 more episodes left. We've got next week and then the finale.
Hey, Mac.
Oh, boy.
Can I ask you a question?
Don't do this now.
I just wanted to, I haven't noticed it, but do they still have that show on about buying real estate naked?
I'm sorry, you said naked?
Yeah, you remember that show?
Naked or naked?
Okay. I guess I'm naked. I guess. I'm not naked now, but I mean, I guess I call it naked.
She was
naked, whatever. It's like Louis Grizzard used to say, when you're naked, you just don't have any clothes on. When you're naked, you don't have any clothes on, and you're up to something.
Okay.
I think that's funny.
Stop it now.
I like that.
Stop the madness.
But do they still have that on?
You
remember we watched it one time. I hope they got rid of that. That was so stupid.
We did not watch it sometime.
We watched it one time.
You've watched it maybe.
It was awful.
I've never seen it.
I couldn't even believe they were doing that.
And I will never watch it.
I hope they took it off because I haven't seen it.
I've not seen it.
That was the most ridiculous thing
I
I've ever
am
seen.
excited for Dating Naked.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
no. Is that a show?
I don't know. I just saw, I think it's coming up.
Good grief.
I'm sure it's on TLC.
Oh my gosh, what is it with these people and being naked?
Oh, it's a learning channel. We got to learn. Got to learn about how
I
we
don't
date
see
naked.
what you learn about 2 people running around the woods getting snapped by snakes. They don't have any clothes on. I don't get it.
Hey, now, don't be hating on Naked and Afraid. I love
that
Naked
is
and
the
Afraid.
most
All right,
ridiculous.
listen, we're talking about naked people. Enough.
Okay, I just wondered if you'd seen it. I'm sorry.
Enough.
Okay.
Naked and Afraid is a good show, though. Listen, I like Naked and Afraid.
Oh, no.
And the new Bear Grylls show is good, too.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I want to go eat some lunch. Rhea, I think I'll cook for us. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah. You just accept that like, oh, thank you. That's an honor.
Tomorrow's my birthday, so you can fix me a birthday lunch.
That's right. Should I? Okay.
Nope, don't you dare.
All right, we'll save that for
It's just a good day.
Okay. All right, well, that's it for the Me and Ree review show of the $1 Million Listing episodes 5. And we will, I almost said 6. But
I know.
All right, we will see you again next Wednesday night. If everything goes as planned, you can follow us on Twitter to see if it does. If not, I'll post it on Twitter and let you know. But that's at the Mac Media Show on Twitter, so go and follow us and tweet us. Let us know what you thought about the show. And if anything, call in next week and we'll talk with you. And you'll be on the show live. So it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get opinions that aren't us.
I know. It is fun to get other...
It's almost like adding another person to the panel here.
It is. It's fun. Yeah. I would like to have some people call in. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So please do. Think about it for next week.
A lot of people
give us a call.
I think we'll get a lot of calls, though.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd like to see a different... Because I have gotten different views from some of the people that have, called in and written in.
Yes.
In the past. So it gives me another insight, too, which is fun.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it. I hope you have a great week. Reed, do you have any final words?
No, just hope everyone has a great week, and we look forward to seeing you on YouTube.
That's right. YouTube, among other places. Mm-hmm. We probably got a community of, I'd say around 1,000 $1 million listing viewers total.
It's a fun group.
Isn't that pretty cool?
It is. It's a fun group.
Yeah, there's probably, I mean, it's...
We all have sort of the same interest, and it's fun.
That's pretty large for this show.
I love it.
Because it's not a huge show.
It's fun.
We'll do this one, and then I think we're going to try and do Celebrity Apprentice if that comes on this fall. I
bet there'll be a lot to talk about on that
Big Walking Dead fan, I don't think we'll do that. You don't watch The Walking Dead.
I'm not big on that.
I don't think... I've been a guest on some panels before for that, and I don't know if we should do that. I'm not really interested in reviewing that one. Anyways, we're rambling. Moving on.
When does New York start back? Didn't you tell me October?
Probably. Yeah.
So we've got New York coming up.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, Ryan just proposed. By the way.
Yeah. Did you tell him that you saw it behind the scenes?
No. Well, it's news articles online, but you can. It's pictures of Ryan and what's his?
Emily?
Starts with an A.
Emily. Amelia.
That's it. Started with an A. He paid Times Square to kind of get everybody out of there, and where it's just the two of them.
I can't believe him.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. So
he's done some really neat things you can remember for sure.
Yeah, I think so, and it looked cool. So go and Google that too. I may put something on Twitter about that.
He seems like he's enthralled with her, so I think they really are real.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah,
seems like it. I like Ryan.
Yeah, he's
cocky
nice
but humble.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like them all. I think they're a lot of fun. It's fun to watch them. They all have their own personalities.
Yeah.
It's,
yep.
Just like anything else in life.
Oh, philosophic. Very philosophic.
Everybody's different. Everybody brings something else to the table.
Yeah. I heard somebody say this morning, prevalent. And I thought,
prevalent.
Man, I just wanted to slap my face.
Oh, gosh.
They meant prevalent.
Yeah.
Prevalent. They said it with such high regard, like I used a big word.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. I didn't correct them, though. I don't do that.
Yeah, you hate to do that in front of somebody.
It's embarrassing. It's like people at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw some
tough
things the other day when I was at the grocery.
No, save it. All right, we'll see you next Wednesday night for another episode of $1 Million Listing Review, Me and Review Show.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Have a great day.
This is the Mac Media Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It is free. And don't forget to like the video. Visit themacmediashow.com. Check out the schedule. Visit the swag shop. Become a guest on the show or submit a question. Do it all on themacmediashow.com.